HADARS, CQ HADARS, CQ 0, CQ HADARS, listening.
G1 WSA, John.
G1, hold position quick.
Roger that, John.
CQ HADARS, 0, yeah, for the rest of the month. M0. Okay, you're number 2. CQ HADARS, needs to be a member. Welcome. This is 0, JBA, calling CQ HADARS and listening.
2E0 JLP.
0 Whiskey Japan Kilo.
2E0. So you were the first.
I think he said that was the first, so if it's me, then cheers, John.
Yeah, number 3, and
GR0WJK.
GR0WJ. Yep. Another royalist. Welcome on board. You're number 4 on the list.
I think I'm the last guy you would describe as a royalist. Probably rank communist nowadays.
CQ HADARS, MR00, CQ HADARS, and listening.
2E0 IDL.
2E0 IDL, beaming in the loud and clear from Drypool. Welcome on board in position number 5, Dave.
Cheers, John.
CQ HADARS, no needs to be a member. MR0 JBA, CQ HADARS, and listening.
G7 India Whiskey Echo.
G7 India Whiskey Echo with a slight accent. Welcome on board, Trev. You're number 6. Okay, so we've got half a dozen plus myself, so I'll make a quick start. So, yeah, speaking. Well, I was at the York, and yep, I did on 40 meters was exceptional noise, but difficult contacts. Yeah. Things that I know is nowhere near as. Hand it over to you, Chris.
Yeah, Roger for that. Roger, John, all copied that. Yeah, glad you had a good job at good time at the cycle rally. Yeah, I'll read my call sign since we've not got long left. So at GR1 WSA, since we've not got long under the NOV. Yeah, not been doing a lot. I've been just getting more stuff ready for field day. Some short patch leads turned up today. I think I've got everything, although we do need to get that coax out of the loft. Not done much mobile work at all, really. The rig's in the car, but I've just not really done very much. 20 metres been a bit dead. So that's that. I've got the beacon running on 4 and 6. I've just got a 50 meg spot in the Canaries, but there's not a lot doing really. The last 2-3 days it's been a bit poor. But anyway, there we go. I'm trying to think who was next up. I should have written them down. Oh, crumbs. Who came in next? Was it Dave? No. Anyway, I'll pass it back to you, John. I don't know who came in next. MR0JBA, G1WSA in the group.
G1WSA from MR0JBA. Yeah, for future reference, next in line is Rich, so with that I'll pass it over to you, Rich. M0RKK from MR0JBA, over to you.
MR0JBA, M0RKK in the group. Good evening, John. Good evening, everybody else. It's his age, John. You know, bless him. Alright, good evening to everyone anyway. Yeah, a couple of bits, obviously, getting stuff ready for the field day. The plug turned up today for the Kenwood, actually, the mic plug. So with the headset and the foot switch I've got here, I can wire that up tomorrow. So at least I can bring... we're not using the headset, but I'll bring the headset with me if it's any good, so we can use an extra pair of headphones. Because we could do with at least 3 pairs of headphones, because we're running 2 radios. Had an email off Dr. Steve. Everything seems to be going well with the kit that he's building. So we're probably likely to be running 3 radios, but only working 2 at the same time. So we'll see how we go with that. So it'll be 2 meters on the 847, 4 and 6 on the 7100, and then 23 SEMs and 70 SEMs will be on an Icon radio that he's got. So yeah, we'll have the set, which should be quite good. So yeah, just field day stuff. I found my 1-to-1 balun. So if I can, it's difficult on 40 meters. I'm going to try and compare signals. With the double bazooka and the just a normal dipole with the 1-to-1 balun, but I probably won't be putting that up this week unless it's probably Thursday or something like that. Dropped the cobweb down a pole. It's been a bit breezy yesterday and today, I thought, but nice to have a breeze anyway. With that, over to you, Ant. Good evening to you, mate. 2E0 JOV M0RKK.
M0RKK, 2E0 JLB in the group. Yeah, evening Rich, evening everybody. Yeah, know what to report. Just been doing the usual FTA over the weekend and doing some bits and bobs ready for the field day. Started the generator up yesterday. First pull it started, so I was quite pleased. So that's looking good. Yeah, just getting bits and bobs ready. I'm going to take my Eurocom down tomorrow, Wednesday, and get that packed up. For some reason. Can you hear me? Everybody hear me? Yeah? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, so that's about it for this round, so I'll pass it on to next in line, which is... Oh, yeah, we're just live streaming the net on YouTube, mate. We shouldn't be too long, and then we'll be back on here. Yeah, so I'll just pass this on. That's Okay.
GR0WJK, Tony from 2E0JLB.
GR0WJK coming back to the group. Yeah, good evening, everybody. Yeah, know what you mean about, just hang on. Right, okay. Did the King of Spain contest over the weekend. Managed 70 QSOs, which was an improvement of 10 on last year, which was an improvement of 10 on the year before. So gradually waking up. But conditions were pretty poor. I only operated on 20 meters. The interesting thing was that I managed to work 4 Russian stations, at least 2 of the usual suspects, RW, what's this called, RW1F and RA3OA, which I believe are both in the Moscow area. So I had visions of them coming up against the Wagner group at one point, but they
do a plugging away. One station, have a look on QRZ at K1LZ, K1 Lima Zulu. He was coming through as the only American station I could hear, and he was a really strong signal. And if you look at the setup he's got, you'll understand why. It's incredible. Yeah, must have cost a fortune, but I get the impression he's rather well off. So that's it for me for now. So I'll pass it on to Dave, 2E0IDL, from GR0WJK and the group.
GR0WJK and the group, 2E0IDL. I hope you can hear me. Give us a thumbs up if you can. Good. Okay, that means it's my speech is working, and my ears on. Is that the station you were talking about? Fair enough. Right, well, as you probably gathered, I haven't done a great deal over the last 2 or 3 weeks because I can't actually hear anything, and I still can't. But thanks to Amazon, I have got what they call a hearing amplifier, which is like a hearing aid, but it isn't. So it just basically just amplifies every sound you hear and just shoves it into your ear. So thank God for that. I can at least hear my wife say, "Do you want a cup of coffee?" So that's quite useful. Not done a great deal. Done a bit of FT8ing because I don't need to speak when I do that. 2 stations I got which I haven't had before. One was Libya, which I was quite surprised at. And the other one was a Spanish station the other day that was celebrating International Yoga Day, and it had a special station especially for it, which I thought was amazing. Anyway, that's it for this time round, so I'll pass it on to Trev. So G7IWE from 2E0IDL.
Yeah, 2E0IDL and the group from G7IWE. A very, very good evening to Dave. Welcome back in on the air. You're not looking any more handsome, but there you go. I can't expect miracles, can we? Got a new antenna up at the moment. It's that little core linear I bought at the rally up north. So I don't know how it's going out. If anybody can give me a report, it would be. It would be nice on the input if it's decreased, increased, or more or less the same. I think I managed to save me field there. I was sat on the doorstep of my chiropractor when he arrived this morning because I was in total agony, and after 10 minutes on the bench, it seems to have cured it. I was contemplating all sorts of things, and there you go. Otherwise, not a great deal to report. Only, what is it? Only 4 days left for all your royals to be using your titles there, so it'll be nice to get rid of that one for this time. So with that, I think it's back to the Master of Ceremonies, M0 and JBA of the group, G7IWE.
CQ HADARS, CQ HADARS. Everyone welcome, no need to remember. This is MR0 JBA calling CQ HADARS and listening. Okay, nothing heard. Whereabouts must be getting around. This is MR0 JBA. Yeah, Tony, congratulations on your extra 10 again this year in the King of Spain contest. If you keep going on for 10 for a year after year after year, you're going to get a pretty good score eventually, aren't you, Tony? And yeah, I'll have a look at K1LZ's setup. There are certainly some nice ones around. Yeah, while I was sweating out at York, there was a station in the Orkneys, was quite a pilot, which I didn't manage to break, but he's apparently got a 6-element Yagi on 40 metres, which is probably a little bit of a beast. And what else have we got? Yeah, Dave, Libya on FT8, yeah, it's a bit of an unusual one. I spent 3 not particularly happy years, but not particularly bad years in Libya, where the weather is even worse than it was at York over the weekend. Yeah, I'm getting prepared for the event this weekend. I've got all my camping gear sorted out of the car, all ready for its next trip. I'm going to start getting rid of miscellaneous bits and pieces that live in the car, because there's probably nowhere better to live. So I'll clear the car out as much as I can to make room for... Yeah, Rich, let me know if it's 1 or 2 passengers I need to carry to make room for passenger brackets, end brackets, and assorted equipment. So with that, oh yeah, Chris, I take it you'll be coming to the club on Wednesday night to pick up your U4B. I don't know if you've checked my worldwide successes on Whisper with it. Well, at least part of Europe. It's just, everywhere has to start something, doesn't it? So with that, I'll hand it over to you, Chris. GR1WSA from MR0JBA. Over to you, Chris.
Yeah, from GR1WSA. Yeah, thanks for that, John. Yeah, I should be coming on Wednesday. Will I be coming on Wednesday? I think I've lined a visit up to Sheffield actually on Wednesday. Now I think about it. But I'll see you anyway Friday. Plus I owe you some money, so send me an email with how much that is, and then I'll bring the money. Yeah, I've had a look at the U4B looks to be working pretty well, really. So I think it's quite good, and I think that might be quite good for running competition experiments if we want to sort of try the, transmitting on the same frequency or very close to the same frequency again, and having a bit of a tool with that. 6 metres, I've just got a couple of 6 metre spots into the Canaries on 6 metres with the Whisper. One of them is in the single digit negatives on the signal to noise, but I've only got 2 watts, so that might be just about workable on sideband with with normal 6 metre SSB power. So I don't know whether it's worth anybody having a listen on 6 metres. Well done, Tony, on the King of Spain. That sounds very good. Yeah, really good. I'm glad. I'm glad Dave's back with us and back on the air. So that's good, and all good on the generator as well. I don't know. I tell you, I'll do signal reports next time around, because I've been going long enough already. Rich, take it M0RKK GR1WSA in the group.
GR1WSA M0RKK. Cheers, Chris, and welcome back, Dave. I just wondered when your appointment's going to be. If you could let us know. I'm assuming they've not done anything yet, so you're still filling your ears up with olive oil and that. So I hope it's done soon, mate. Anyway, this week would be nice, wouldn't it? Or even 2 weeks ago, it would have been even better, to be fair. Right, Tony, King of Spain. I got the invitation, obviously, through the email, like people do, when they've done it the previous year. I'd every intention of doing it. I couldn't. I think it was one of those really clammy hot nights. I couldn't sleep. I kept waking up, falling asleep, waking up. I think I got up about 5:30 or something like that. I was absolutely knackered by 10 o'clock. So I thought I'll have an hour. So I go and lay on the bed for an hour. 5:45 when I woke up. So yeah, it was a bit of a long time. So, and I was out. I had to do a couple of errands on Sunday. So yeah, I missed it. But yeah, well done. 70's all right, isn't it? Bands still haven't been good. 40's up at night, but 20's it's a bit abysmal in the daytime, isn't it? I did have a listen. I didn't hear that many people in the contest calling, to be perfectly honest, and I bet there was loads. It's a big contest, isn't it? So I can't do any input reports because I've only got a couple at the minute. Other than Trev, it's working a lot better to me, Trev. You're plus, I say plus 50. It's between the 40 and 60 anyway now. Previously you were about plus 20 and a tiny bit more. So it's working well. Just wondered if you'd done out with the bazooka. So with that, it's round to you, Ant. 2E0JAV M0RKK.
M0RKK 2E0JLV in the group. Yeah, not a lot more to report. Trev's booming through here at 5.9. That's the strongest it's ever been, so it's working quite well. It is antenna, so yeah, that's an improvement. I'll give everybody the signal reports because I've got them all. So John's 5.9 plus, Chris is 5.9, Rich is 5.9 plus, Tony's as usual 0.0. Dave's 5.9 plus, and Trev's 5.9. So yeah, everybody's at least 5.9 apart from Tony. But we all know because of that hill that's in the way, so it's its fault, not Tony's. So yeah, that's about it. I've just been collecting bits, like I say, doing bits and bobs ready for the field day. I bought the tomatoes today and some butter, some real butter. So yeah, just got the not tomatoes, beans actually, not tomatoes. So I need to get the tomatoes and some other odds and sods. Oh, and I bought a spatula for doing the eggs or whatever. So we've got a plastic spatula to use. So yeah, that's about it from me for this one. So I'll pass it on to Tony, GR0WJK from 2E0JLV in the group.
2E0JLV in the group from GR0WJK. I think I'm going to be glad to see the back of this call sound. How many times I said it over the weekend, and people thought it was DR0, GW0. We went through the whole alphabet basically with some of the stations. But yeah, the conditions on 20 metres have been pretty abysmal. I'm just looking at it now, and there's not much activity. I did wait Slavko. And later on in the contest it was over 1,200 QSOs, and that K1LZ, when I heard him yesterday morning, he was at I think 1,700 QSOs. Couldn't swear to that, but I think that was the number. It was just awesome listening to him. He was hammering through them. So that's that. Other than that, not too much to report. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this my final and clear off and try and get 1 or 2 more QSOs for GR0WJK. I'm just about at 400, so I'd like to top 400, and then I think my work will be done with this call sign. So I wish you all 73s, and catch up with you at some point in the not too distant future. And we are going on to Dave, 2E0IDL from GR0WJK and the group.
GR0WJK and the group 2E0IDL. Well, good luck, Tony, with some more QSOs. Enjoy. Yeah, I haven't really got anything else to add at the moment. Actually, having not done a great deal for the last few weeks. I don't know if it's 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I can't remember now. But anyway, my appointment to get my ears done is on the Monday after the field day, which is always brilliant. Which is one of the reasons I invested in this thing, to plug in my ears so I can at least do something. I won't be able to cover the whole weekend, but I will be up on the Sunday. So I'll see what happens there. But that's when I'll be there. So with that, I'll pass it on to Trev, G7IWE from 2E0IDL in the group.
Yeah, 2E0IDL in the group from G7IWE. Yeah, first I'll give you some signal reports though. John is a 5.7, 5.8, I don't know which antenna he's on at the moment. Chris is 5.9, Rich is 5.9 at end stopping, Ant is 5.9 plus, Tony, no comments, and Dave is 5.9 plus, so the antenna definitely seems to be working better than the other one, and it's only about a third of the size, so just let you know that size doesn't matter. But yeah, don't really know about that. Let's see, all the high-vis vests are ready. Apart from the last 5 I got off Rich, he knows about that, but they'll be done before the event. They're not really so important. So with that, no, Rich, I haven't done that with the bazooka there, because I've been laid on my back all weekend. The reason I had to go to the chiropractor today, but possibly get it done tomorrow if it's improved as much as it seems to be. So with that, I shall put it back to Mr. Baines, MR0JBA, and the group G79WE.
Thanks, Trev. This is MR0JBA. CQ HADARS, CQ HADARS. No need to be a member. Everyone welcome to join us. This is MR0JBA calling CQ and listening. Okay, nothing here. As I said, word must have got around. This is MR0JBA. Okay, I'll give you the input signal reports. Chris, 59 plus. Rich, 59 plus. Ant, 59 plus. Tony, not heard, but he won't be hearing me either, so it compensates that. Dave, 59 plus. And Trev, 56. So on the whole, not too bad at all. Apart from Tony, we didn't really need the repeater tonight, but that's how it goes. Chris, the 6 metres into the Canaries, yeah, good. On 2 watts, so shows that great power isn't needed, although no doubt it doesn't do any harm at all. Yeah, regarding the cost of the U4B, I'll send you a series of emails and take it to you gently, if that's okay with you. And I think that's all I've got to say this round. So, over to you, Chris, G1WSA from MR0JBA.
Yeah, from GR1WSA and the group. Yeah, okay. The Canary. I mean, I've got 2 watts on the beacon, and I think if I was 100 milliwatts, I might just have scraped into one of them. I am wondering about paralleling the other beacon into the other antenna at 50 milliwatts, John. I sort of sent you a note about that. I don't know whether it's allowed to do that, but I don't see why I shouldn't send out 2 whisper signals very close together into 2 antennas. And I think that would probably be okay. Signal reports. So, John, I don't know why. You're only 5'3". I've no idea why, because you're 5'3". Trev's only 5'5", so I'm not quite sure, because the report the other way is okay, so it's a bit strange, but they're down, but then some of the others are up. So Rich is 5'9 plus, 2E0 Jova is 5'9 plus, 2E0 IDL is 5'9 plus, and then no copy on Tony. So some are up tonight and some seem down, and so I don't quite know why that is, but it doesn't seem normal. I had a down before the net and just tried to see what I could get into Cambridge, and nothing doing. Can't get into Whitby. Doesn't look like there's any sort of skip on or anything. Anyway, that's it really. I just need to get all the stuff together for field day really. So anyway, Rich to take it, I think. M0RKK GR1 WSA in the group.
GR1 WSA M0RKK. Cheers, Chris. And I should have wrote down what you've just said, and I can't remember where it was now. But no, yeah. Oh yeah. I put a bit on, mate. I put a bit of power on at the start of the net. You probably know why. So I'll put it back down to the normal, just the normal 10 watts anyway, I believe, or something like that. So whether it's gone down a bit or not, I don't know. So right, John's an 8, you're a 9, Chris. Ant's plus 20, Dave's end stopping, and Trev's plus 40. So that's that. And Yeah, I'm not sure if Tony's still listening, but I didn't find the R particularly good to get around actually with the call. I think the Q was a bit better. The Q call came over a little bit better, I think, especially for people trying to recognise it as well. So yeah, that's that. Oh, I bought a gazebo today. That should be here tomorrow or the next day to go in between the two tents that we're going to have this year, because we're having a sleeping tent as well. So just a bit of shelter either from the rain or the sun, depending what it's going to do. Weather's looking okay, but it's likely to be a bit breezy. But other than that, we've got sunshine and cloud, which is it's probably better than full sun, isn't it? So yeah, with that, that's pretty much it this way. Oh yeah, and the saying, as John always said, I didn't ask anybody other than the treasurer if we should have it. It wasn't a lot of money anyway. Like John says, it's better to beg forgiveness than ask for permission. So there you go. Thanks for running the net, John. Very much appreciated, and I'll catch some of you on the other one. Round to you, Anne. 20JOV M0RKK.
M0RKK, 20JOV in the group. Yeah, not a lot more to say, so I'll just wish everybody a good night and all 73s to everybody, and say cheers and thanks for running the net, John, and I'll catch most of you on the alternate in shortly. So it's from me. Oh, Tony's not here now, is he? So it's 20JOV to 20IDL in the group.
0JOV, 20IDL, yeah, cheers then. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything to add this time round, so I'll say thanks for running the net, John, 73s to one and all, and I'll try and catch you all on the Zoo in a minute, depending if my headphones can pop enough noise into my ear, so we'll see how we go. So I'll pass it on to Trev, G7IWE from 20IDL.
Thanks for that, Dave. Yeah, from G7IWE. Nothing much else to report from this side. Some funny reports there, some up, some down to normal, so it just looks like no two antennas seem to go the same way. I might try to turn it around a couple of degrees to see if it's acting a bit directional, but everybody's getting me, so that's not a problem. You can't expect 5.9 all the way down the line. So with that, thanks for the Roger. Net John, and we'll catch you on the alternative shortly, hopefully, from G7IWE.
Break. Coming break up.
Good evening, G6KRJ. G6KRJ, Martin. Evening to you, John.
G6KRJ from MR0JB in the group. Evening, Martin. You've only just caught us. We're about to sign off, so anyhow, over to you.
G6KRJ returning to you, John. Right, I've had quite a busy week, really. I've been doing some aerial modifications and so forth and so on, but I have been trying the other frequencies, and when was it? Yesterday at 8:30, Romania, Budapest, Yankee 08. Yes, and he was giving me a 5 and 8, and that was over about 1,350 miles. So I'm starting to stretch out a bit, John, just a bit.
Yeah, Martin. G6KRJ from MR0JBA. Yeah, all slowly catch your monkey, as they say, Martin. Over.
G6KRJ returning to you, John. Yes, indeed. So I'm at Budapest, and then, oh yes, of course, on the 2 meters at Durham, and then I've had the Spanish coast province, Galicia, yeah, and so forth and so on. So we're doing okay. And that end fed, it's doing well. Back to you, John.
Yep, G6KRJ from MR0JBA. Yeah, yes, here the end-feds are working well, Martin. What frequencies are you getting? I believe it's normally 40 metres, isn't it? And so it should do 20 and 10, okay. Over.
G6K, you're returning. Principally, John, I'm using it on the 40 metres and the 20, sir.
Yeah, G6KRJ, MR0JBA. Yeah, fine, so that's reasonably following the theory. Believe you've got a decent SWR on both. Well, anything below 2 is okay, and anything below 1.5 is good, Martin. So, yeah, at least it's getting as far as Romania and Spain and so on. So, yeah, probably later on during the late at night, 40 will be a bit better, and hopefully during the day 20 should be better. Over.
G6K Jerry 20, John. Yes, thank you for that info. Yeah, no, everything's okay. Everything's fine. I'm having a bit of trouble with my knee. My knee needs surgery, I think. I've had a cortisone injection, and it's only lasted a month and a bit. And so I think that I'll have to be perhaps spending 18k out my arse pocket or something like that to get it done quickly. I don't fancy waiting a couple of years, but that's the way it goes. Anyhow, John, if you're shutting down at your end, I'll give you all the 73s and catch you at the, on the dark side, sir. So it's Martin Jones, G6KRJ. Back to you, John.
Okay, thanks, Martin. Yeah, so we're coming to an end, but I think Rich has still got the news and the nets to announce, so I'll let him do that, and then we'll see if anyone else has out to say. Over.
G6KRJ, returning to you, John. Yes, I'll be just listening for the rest of the round, so I'll catch you on the dark side. Martin Jones, going clear.
Okay, G6KRJ from MR0JBA. You're fine, Martin. Catch you on the dark side later. So, M0RKK from MR0JBA, Rich. Do you want to give the news of the nets? Over.
Yeah, will do, John. Thanks very much. So it's a Monday, aren't we? Wednesday, Humber Fortress DX Amateur Radio Club is running a 10-metre net at 8 p.m. on 28425. Usually run by Andy G7LRR, but sometimes it's one of the other guys in the club. Thursday night, Ulland District Amateur Radio Club's got a net at 7 p.m. on 145325. And then we're back round to Monday tonight's net, which is on the GB3HS repeater, and also live streamed on YouTube at 7 p.m. So with that, John, thanks very much, and catch you on the other in a bit. M0RKK.
Thanks, Rich. This is MR0JBA. I'll just listen for a few seconds, see if anyone else wants to add anything before we move over to the dark side. MR0JBA, listening.
GR1WSA, just 7-3s, and thanks for running the net, John. 7-3s all there, GR1WSA, QSY, goodness knows how many megabits.
Okay, fine, thanks, Chris. Anyone else, anything to add? Over. Okay, nothing heard, so thanks to everyone for joining, wish you all 73s. So now we'll close the net down at near enough 1914. Catch